Alright, welcome to my deep dive of Epic the Musical. Today, we're going to be looking at the Wisdom Saga. If you're new here, Epic the Musical is a 40-song musical about Homer's The Odyssey, and the Wisdom Saga is the 7th saga out of 9. So, if you want to catch up on all the previous sagas, feel free to find them on my channel. Previously, Odysseus was forced to make a decision, keep himself alive or keep his crew alive. And if you know Odysseus, you know that he will do anything it takes to bring himself home. But by making that choice, he has now gone MIA. So we are checking in with Odysseus' son, Telemachus. The first song is legendary. Ooh, that's a cool ass synth sound. Very peachy. And then the bass pushing it forward. Ooh, and then the guitars. Okay.
It's just me, myself, and I.
Ooh.
Stuck in my bedroom, living in this world you left behind. Dreaming of all these monsters that I'll never
those
get
guitars.
to fight. Cause I'm stuck with your stories, but no clue who you are.
A lot more vulnerable
No
here.
idea if you're dead or just too far. Somebody tell me, come and give me a sign. If I find
Ooh, wait a minute. What was that melody that we just heard? That little piano in the
give me a
back.
sign. If I
Da, 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 da. That is Athena's melody. I mean, I know that she is going to pop up later in the saga, but that is a cool way to foreshadow it. Speaking of melodies, this motif that we're hearing, the da 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 da, I think it's based on the Telemachus melody that has propped up throughout the saga so far. Every time Telemachus is mentioned, he's accompanied by that. So it's just a nice way for familiarity, because we've heard this melody before, but now it's been reframed and we're finally actually meeting the person behind it. That's really cool.
If so, then give me sirens and a cyclops. Give
Okay.
me giants and a hydra. I know life
We're starting
ain't
very
fair or
vulnerable,
scary,
very
but I
minimal
wanna
in terms of
be
production.
legendary. I'll fight the
Okay.
harpies and
Oh, it's building up.
Chimeras, the Minotaur, even Cerberus. I know.
No, I like that, because this is like his I want moment, his motives and his desires, so it's of course very genuine. And then as he progressively lists the things that he wants to do, the music builds up and it kind of just shows his excitement, which is really lovely.
But I wanna be legendary. There are strangers in our
Okay.
halls, trying to
Little
win
fun,
the
like,
heart of
playful
my mom,
personality
but she
moment.
is standing tall, 'cause they're getting impatient. Dangerous too.
That little kick drum.
And I would fight them
Very
if I
ominous.
was half as strong as you. If so, then give me
Ooh.
sirens and a cyclops. Give me giants
it's a
and a
lot more
hydra.
bassy now.
I know life ain't faint or scary, but I wanna be
Dude.
legendary.
Where is he? Where is the man who loved you to wife? Oh, oh, oh.
Okay.
Where is he? Where is the man with whom you'll spend your life? 'Cause it's been 20 years and we still have
Oh, that's a beautiful falsetto, Miko.
Give me a chance, a single opportunity, and I'll overcome these obstacles and scrutiny. And
Boy, when's your tramp of a mother gonna choose a new husband?
Dang!
Why don't you open her room so we can have fun with her?
Oh my god, Antonius. What an entrance for a villain. I mean, because look, Telemachus was literally about to pop off in that bridge, man. There was so much hype and build-up around it, and then Antonius just comes, cuts it short, and drops this banger of a line, and then threatens assault? Like, ugh. Perfect villain entrance. Wow.
don't you dare call my mother a tramp.
Ooh, the emotion, dude.
I just did. What you gonna do about it, champ?
Somebody tell me, come and give me a sign. If I fight this monster, is it you I'll find?
I don't know quite what this last line means, because it's kind of meta, isn't it? He's kind of saying, if I do fight these mythical monsters that I've been dreaming about fighting, will one of those monsters be you? Like, that's such a weird detail to say about someone you've never met, but it's like bang on the money. But other than that, this is such a good entrance for Telemachus and also Antonius. Antonius almost gives off like god vibes by interrupting the main character. Like only the big threats have really been doing that, right? Like your Zeuses, your Poseidons, your Polyphemuses. So, you know, Antonius is just a dude, but he's definitely being propped up as, you know, super ominous and scary. And I also can't believe I'm reacting to Miko for the first time. Like, I've been following this guy since like 2021, but I've just never had the opportunity to react to any of his own music, but here we are. But we're on to the next song. Antonius has provoked Miko, and what will that mean? We'll find out. Ooh. Oh, straight into it. Okay, super grungy. Very intense, of course.
Wanna be a man then? Fight, little wolf, fight, little wolf, fight. You've made your worst mistake here.
Oh, it's kind of poppy with the drums.
I'll teach you all the lessons your daddy never could. This cruel world doesn't give out presents just for being good. So
ooh, interesting. This cruel world doesn't give out presents just for being good. Very on theme. Antonius is another foil to Polites' let's greet the world of open arms philosophy. Again, it kind of puts Antonius in league with Poseidon, with Zeus. Very major characters here. And, you know, just increasing his sinister nature, I guess. Ah, man.
Let's see how you take
Wanna
this.
entertain me? Like, he's not even scared. He thinks this is fun.
Die, little wolf, die. Don't you know it's fight or fly, little wolf, fly. Or because you had to try, little wolf, try. Run away before you die, little wolf, die, little wolf, die.
Need some help?
Athena, welcome back. I caught you on the other song.
What's going on here?
Is your plan to stand around? Cause I suggest you fight back.
I don't know how.
Uppercut him, now.
Ooh.
How did I do that?
I just made your thoughts quick.
Oh, that is so sick.
Bruh, love Miko, man. His personality that he brings. It's great.
I've no respect for bullies.
Ooh.
Those who impose their will.
Piano's coming
I've
in.
seen plenty enough to truly understand this kind of feel.
Ooh, is she doing a dig at Poseidon there? I wonder. That was very anime of her, that little piano run.
Take advantage now and strike, little wolf, strike. Don't go down with that. Fight, little wolf, fight, little
And the whole
wolf,
composition of the
yeah.
music has changed because it kind of shows that Telemachus is almost in control now.
Oh, maybe I pushed you a bit too hard.
But Telemachus still loses.
Go back and cry in your corner. Make sure your mother hears. If she won't choose a man to adorn her, we'll bring blood and tears.
Jesus.
Tell me, Athena, why you came to my aid.
Okay. I see. That last line is just a transition to the next song. Okay. These two songs so far have really made me appreciate Antonius, man. Like, before Antonius was introduced, I was gonna gush about Telemachus, but like, Antonius kind of stole his thunder. I mean, he's just a really lovely characterized villain. He's got, you know, all the typical violence associated, but he's also smart, right? Like this line about go back and cry in your corner, make sure your mother hears. Like, that's low-key psychological, dude. Like, he's thinking about these kind of things. But elephant in the room, or owl in the room, Athena's back. Great entrance, and kind of like a little redemption for her falling out with Odysseus many years before. We'll see what Athena has to say in the next song. We'll be fine.
I had a friend before and he was a lot like you. I
Ooh, the
helped him
strings.
fight through war, but he had his demons too.
Super
and then
sincere.
we grew apart. Then his
Ooh,
light
that melody.
went dark.
Huh, interesting, dude. I yapped a lot about that melody because that melody is Odysseus's version of Athena's melody. It's a bit hard to describe, but it's kind of like Odysseus's signature, because before the two met, Athena used to just hold that da, and then Odysseus came in, changed up the melody, and da became a thing. It's cool because when Athena and Odysseus had their falling out, Athena reverted back to her OG da, kind of as a symbol of her rejecting Odysseus as a friend. But here, she's back to singing Odysseus's melody. I wonder if it's an angle of she feels bad about their falling out, or maybe even after all these years, Odysseus still has that influence on her. Either way, I think it's pretty cool. Also, if the hair is different and the lighting is different and everything is different, that's because my recording bugged out and I didn't record any of the audio for the rest of my reaction, so I'm refilming it right now. Oh, please subscribe.
And so I thought maybe if I'd made a different call, maybe if I hadn't missed it all, maybe he'd be fine. Maybe
And it's addicting melody as well.
maybe if I helped you reach your goal, life could be that bright. I could sleep at night.
Oh, wow. Hit that note. Okay.
Athena,
Telemachus.
I don't know who your friend
Ooh,
is.
he's switching up the
I don't
key.
know what he's like, but
Okay, this is his argument, I guess.
the best day of my life, cause I got in a fight and I didn't die.
Ooh,
I've
nice.
never felt strong before. You're my friend, I couldn't ask for more. And so I think maybe if life wasn't,
I love Miko's falsetto, man.
maybe it's time that you lend a hand. I don't think he'll mind. If not his friend, then mine. Maybe
Oh,
too
the
far
harmonies.
is the
Okay.
one way. Maybe it's all gonna turn out great. I know we'll be fine.
Oh, it's so euphoric, dude.
I know it's light, you'll find.
You're a good kid.
Thanks.
Wow. This is a really cool song because this is sort of the conclusion, I guess, to Athena and Odysseus's arc. She is essentially apologizing to Odysseus through his son, which I think is pretty cool. And it's definitely Telemachus that solves the problem, I think, because it kind of just seems like the adults have been arguing like about very existential, oh my god, should we be kind, should we be ruthless, should we show mercy, and then absolutely bawling their hairs out, having a fight over it. And Telemachus is just like, dude, as long as you're my friend, we're all gonna be okay. And that like solves everything. So I think it's kind of funny, but maybe that's the message we're supposed to learn through this entire musical, is that, you know, as long as we're optimistic, we believe everything will be fine. It's kind of like a Polites argument squared. That pretty much concludes the Telemachus arc. That little jingle at the end is the same one that we started Legendary with, so it's kind of like this has been Telemachus's saga. And we're going back to Odysseus. What has that man been doing this whole time? We're gonna find out in Love and Paradise.
Old friend, it's been 10 years since I last saw
10?
you.
Oh my god, that's a long time.
Remember me.
Ooh. Oh, is this gonna be like a little montage?
Let's see where you've been.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Your friends close to me, it's closer.
Ruthlessness is mercy upon us.
On the wrong move and you're done for.
Whoa.
Anything I
Oh, shoot. Every one of these lines is a different saga. Wow, that's blended so well.
Captain,
Not the reverb, dude. It's just
but we'll die.
so theater of them.
I know.
Odysseus, where did you go?
Calypso.
Morning, sleepyhead, you've been resting for a while. I swore that you were dead when you washed up on my aisle. Did you know you talk in your sleep? Tell me though, who's Penelope?
She's my wife.
Ain't no way. Oh my god. I love that. They cut the phrase short where there was supposed to be a line. They just left it silent, and that's like such a good way of conveying an awkward silence in music. The fact that Calypso just brushes off anyway. Just brushes it off. And anyway, the fact that Calypso just brushes it off, man. Odysseus being just brushes it off anyway. But I guess it makes sense if you consider her mythology. Quick overview, I believe Calypso is some goddess, nymph, something, I don't know, of that quality. And she's been stuck on an island for a very long time. So as you can imagine, first person that washes up ashore, first contact of another individual just so happens to be a very attractive man. You can imagine what's going to happen. And it's a bit tragic, but at the same time, Calypso isn't, a good character as well.
Anyways, I've got all you could want here,
Ooh.
all you could need here. Just
Oh,
you
the
and me,
drums.
my dear, my love for life. Soon into bed we'll climb and spend our time.
I'm not your man.
I'm what you want
wow.
here, I'm what you need here.
I'm
Just
definitely
you
getting
and
like
me.
island vibes, Caribbean, maybe a little bit of Latam, Afrobeats kind
I'm
of.
here on out your mind.
Ah.
all
Yeah, no,
night.
I could
Oh.
kill you where you
Oh,
stand.
the music's shifting.
I'm no pet,
Odysseus
I'm a
is
man.
not having any of
Oh,
this.
handsome, you may try, but last I checked, goddesses can't die.
Goddess.
You're adorable.
Wow.
Bow down now to the immortal Calypso, here to
And
entertain.
now it's ominous.
Cause we got all we could want here, all we could need
Whoa,
here. Under
the
my
minor.
spell, we're stuck in paradise.
Oh, it's so disturbing
no
now.
one can come or go. My island stays unknown.
No, I don't belong here. There's something
Oh,
wrong
wow,
here.
wow, wow, wow. Oh my god. I just got really excited by that. I don't know why, but basically, they're doing such a good job at showing how disinterested, how unharmonious this relationship is, because every time Calypso's trying to do something, Odysseus is pulling away. The most obvious being in the music. Every time Odysseus sings, the music switches up. And this time he sings a harmony line. It's close to what Calypso sings, but it's not quite there. There isn't that chemistry. And another more subtle thing is this idea of starting and ending duets with the same vowel. It's something that was first introduced in Suffering, when Odysseus and Penelope had that little heartfelt duet. Basically, singer A ends their phrase with a vowel, and singer 2 starts their phrase with that same vowel sound. And here we kind of get that. There's time and I'm, but at the same time, man, I'm. That's not cohesive at all. So again, it's kind of there, but it's not quite. It's very much like only one person is interested here.
Not till the end of time. There is no way.
You're mine, all mine.
7 years she's kept you trapped
7?
out of your control.
Oh, Jesus.
Time can take a heavy toll.
All I hear are screams.
Odie, get away from the ledge.
You don't know what I've gone through. You don't know what I've
Oh, those harmonics.
Every comrade I long knew, every friend I saw them die, and all I hear are
Find
screams.
it, come back inside.
Oh my
dear
God.
love of my life, come back to paradise.
Oh, but it's not enough.
I'll stay inside of your
All I hear are
I love
screams.
you, my dear. I love our time here. Life would be so much
Just
worse
let
if
me
you
close
had
my
died.
Goosebumps already.
Please stay in my open arms.
No. Oh my god.
He needs my help.
Oh, wow. Look, I feel like I would have definitely cried if it wasn't Calypso trying to get Odie off the ledge. I feel like if it was Penelope or someone else, like even Eurylochus, man. I think it's probably just in the lyrics. I mean, Odysseus is really depressed. I mean, he's witnessed his entire crew get killed. Most of his own volition, right? And, you know, he's truly at rock bottom. And Calypso, I guess she has to be given a benefit of a doubt because she doesn't know how to interact with humans. But, like, she is not engaging with what is hurting Odysseus. Instead, she's very much like a, please don't die, I need you, I love you kind of thing. And that's just really not what you're supposed to be doing in this situation. So if it was anyone else, I feel like this would have definitely brought me to tears, because that crescendo in the end, bringing back Polites, Eurylochus, Odysseus' mother, I mean, oh my god. They do such a good job at his grief, man. Odysseus has asked for Athena's help, and that is what's going to happen in the next song. We're going to see what happens in God Games.
Father, God King, rarely do I ask for favors. Now I'm knocking on your door.
It's very grand,
hopes to
which makes
save a
sense.
friendship with one who's a prisoner far
Ah, she called him a friend.
from Odysseus.
Divine intervention, is that what you seek? To untie apprehensions that were placed on that Greek.
Why not make it a game? Convince each of them that he ought to be released, and I'll release him.
Who's that?
Okay.
Apollo!
Oh, I see why it's called God Games, dude. This feels exactly like a video game, right? These are your bosses. You're gonna fight these bosses. Let's get ready.
What do you say?
Great. Very well.
All right.
Oh, Jesus, there's so many characters.
Well, no, I'm a fan of catchy songs. So with so many sirens gone, I think God is in the wrong.
They were trying to do him worse. All he did was reimburse them. Now they'll tread with caution first to live another day and sing another verse.
If that's true, release him.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't realize these were going to be so short. That was all Apollo got? Wow, okay. God of music, God of the sun. Why is bro arguing about the sirens? Like, who even likes the sirens? I don't think Apollo would even like them. Either way, I feel like the more pressing matter is that Odysseus' crew literally killed his cows, no? In the previous saga? I feel like that should be what he's attacking with. I feel like some of these gods just genuinely don't care. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into the logic and I shouldn't think about it too much, but if Apollo genuinely cared about Odysseus, I don't think Athena's getting away that easy.
Hephaestus!
Trust is not given, is forced. Why should I give in my support? He sacrificed his
the
own
accent.
cohort.
Did you forget they failed to listen? He was betrayed and then imprisoned. But if you make the right decision, he can still build a future with those who miss him.
Fine, release him.
Hephaestus does not give a shit, bro.
You're a little high and
Ooh.
mighty. Odysseus claims to love his mother, but let her die of a broken heart.
He was busy fighting.
More like busy spiders.
Okay,
The
pop off,
Cyclops
Aphrodite.
let him feel the pain that his mother felt and wrought.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about, bro. This is good arguments. Finally, we're getting to like actual hard bosses, dude. But this is really good so far. We're getting so much personality for these gods that we've just met, and they don't even have that much screen presence yet. We sort of get an idea of who they are. Apollo's kind of floaty. Hephaestus probably doesn't care. He's just working on his own stuff. Aphrodite, very haughty, very indignant, I guess, here. This is good.
Ares!
Ooh.
What kind of sick coward holds back his power while his friends get devoured?
Okay.
He didn't even fight Scylla, didn't even try to kill her. Hides inside a wooden horse to get the job done. Never handles things up front, pathetic and weak like his son.
Telemachus.
Hold your tongue now. Here stands my friend. And tell your
Goosebumps.
lover that a broken heart can mend. You want more bloodshed, then set
Oh,
him free.
my
To get
God.
back to his homestead, he'll make everybody bleed.
Holy crap. I mean, look, Ares had the upper hand. He was kind of spitting, but then he insulted Telemachus, and that activated Athena's trump card, bro. That melody she sang from Warrior of the Mind, bro, that like absolutely destroyed them, man. Oh, so good. Such a good reference. And this line, tell your lover that a broken heart can mend. I wonder if this is, you know, more a line about her than a line about Aphrodite, because, you know, her heart got broken when her and Odysseus had that falling out. So, you know, this is maybe her resolving herself in a way.
Hey, baby.
Ooh. Okay, I'm going disco.
He's got the mind of a genius. Try harder. He's pretty skilled with words. You can do better than that. He's kind of funny.
Never once has he cheated on his wife.
That would do it. Oh, yeah, okay. Hey, no way, bro pulled that. He's kind of funny. When in the series has he ever been funny, bro? No, I like that. It's a nice writing trick, actually, because there's that triad happening. First, you got mind of a genius. Second, you got skilled with words. And third, you got kind of funny. It's a great subversion, because usually you would expect that third line to be the winning line, right? But instead, it's played for laughs. Works really well.
I played your game and won. Release him.
You dare to defy me, to make me feel shame. Nobody beats me. No one wins my game.
Okay, bro.
Show her I'm the
come off the man.
judgment call. One who makes the kingdom fall.
Oh, no.
Is she dead?
Ain't no way she's a god, dude. Wait. Okay. I was scared for a second. The melody of the song when they first met. Oh, yeah.
Let him go.
Oh, that's how that ends? Oh, wow, that is how it ends. We don't even get a yes or no. Of course, we know what happens, right? And the saga is far from over. We know that Athena actually succeeds, but that's an interesting way of, you know, building up a little suspense over, you know, did Athena actually win the games or not? Such a crazy song, man. I mean, it's just too dense to analyze in such a short time. Like, I feel like I'd have to make a 20-minute video about this song alone, because each of these characters, they're so well written, man. All of them have, you know, their distinctive characteristics, what makes them tick, motivations, desires, and it's just too much to handle. You know, I feel like the saga is necessary. It doesn't really advance the plot, really, but it's a nice way of building this world. Because I feel like if we didn't have this, and instead it was like some Calypso saga, it would just feel a little bit flat, I guess. This is a nice way to reframe what the series is about, to give it a new setting, give it new characters. We've been introduced to so many characters at home now. We've got Telemachus, Antonius, and we got the gods as well. They've so far been very silent beings, but now they've all got their own opinions about the Odyssey and what has happened. So, Athena has convinced the crowd, convinced Zeus to let Odysseus go, and we're going to figure out what that guy does and how he's going to get home. I mean, a guy is free now, but he's still got to get his ass home, man. He is nowhere near close. But we're going to find out if he succeeds in the next saga.